Yes, gang, it's right. That's right. It's Poppy's Other Workshop. This is Poppy's Weather Report. I call it Eyewitness Weather. What I do is I pulls back the curtain and eyewitnesses the weather. If you know what TV show I stole that from, welcome aboard. It's June 4th, 2022, 6:42 p.m. and it's raining. Was it last July or the July before that? I was sitting here, I was recording, and it started raining. So I brought you over here and stuck you in the window and told you, this never happens in California in July. 0% chance of precipitation today. It's been 0%ing for about an hour now. And I was doing talking about how the thunder was going to open up. She's just clearing her throat. Come on, mama, talk to us. Right? Sing. Now, it's the weirdest freaking weather. It's the weirdest freaking weather. I may have some small uh, chance of blaming a little bit of this strange change for cold and wet in June and July to volcanoes. I mean, I know last year there was Iceland, uh, the Philippines, Japan had a small one. Uh, I think there was one or two others, unimportant, except they all throw dust. Yeah, some of them also throw gases, greenhouse gases, but it seemed like they were throwing a lot of dust. And when what dust does, it blocks sunlight from getting in. I've noticed it's been dimmer light, and oh, we're already a month and a half into the heat stroke season here in a normal year. There, now you can actually see the raindrops, but they're not falling on my head. Uh-uh. Anyway, I thought that was kind of cool, a good way to waste 3 minutes and 55 seconds of your time. And now, I mentioned our cat, Chloe. Oh, yeah, she is pregnant. I mean, she's gone from looking like a cigarette boat to a pre-Iowa class battleship with that armor belt at the waterline. I mean, she broadened the beam all right. Well, that's right. I'm not advocating or selling. Uh, this is allowed by FTC and FCC and all that. If it's organic to the plot of the movie, or teleplay. Or, the context here is an old YouTuber sitting in his computer room, sipping on a beer and talking about crap. This is organic. Arr. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is good. Now, like I said, volcanoes. I have a feeling that the dust that the volcanoes been throwing up in the last year, a little bit of volcanic winter effect. I may be wrong. I mean, I don't have a degree in meteorology. Although I understand when one of them lands on you, it's going to hurt. But I could look outside and say, it's freaking raining, man. Anyway, Chloe, she's knocked. We don't know how many. Christy asked me who the father could be. And I said, all of them. That two-tone gray stripy one, and that black one, and that coffee with heavy cream, colored one, and that orange tabby. I'm pretty sure they're all the daddy. Unless a mountain lion took kindly to her, in which case she's going to have a baby that's that long with paws like that. Anyway, about Chloe. We're not keeping the kittens. And although I've joked about selling them to bass fishermen, they have bass fishing tournaments here in Clear Lake. I hope they don't eat that shit, because this water here is poisonous. Mercury. Every septic tank in the valley surrounding Clear Lake drains into it. Yeah. And when they started killing the carp, because I didn't want the carp dying and washing up on the beaches around the lake, they had an employee, a county employee. He had a pickup truck and a pitchfork and a wheelbarrow. One way or another, them dead fish got pitchforked into the back of his truck, even if he had to push the wheelbarrow down to the water's edge because he couldn't drive the truck there. One employee getting rid of the dead fish. We didn't have the algae mats. We get algae mats here, like that thick. And this end of the lake here, from straight out my window to the cop shop, smells like someone opened a septic tank. An exceptionally nasty septic tank. And that's a mile at least of the lake. And well, algae goes elsewhere, but this seems like the worst spot. Welcome to downtown Clear Lake, everybody. You see, the carp were eating the algae. No wonder they freaking died. There was a company they built a pontoon-style raft, and they put the machinery to pull the algae up a belt into their machine, squeeze out the water, right? They said, we'll get rid of that algae for you. And first it was, okay, city council, blah, 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 all that. Okay. Then when they found out that the company was drying the algae and it was going into fertilizer, oh, we want to dip our beak in that algae money too. Well, you ain't gonna give us no money. You can't harvest the algae. So the guy said, took his equipment apart, trucked it out to county. He went elsewhere. Clear Lake is beautiful. My first time I came up here in 1967, it was fantastic. Nice little country village, really, near this lake, and all these resorts, and a lake, and bugs, and a lake, and a fish, and the lake. Oh, bugs. Oh, between all the flying bugs, and the daddy longlegs, the golden gardens, oh, and black widows. Yeah, they eat bugs too. But the golden garden spiders in 67, they'd get like this. I mean, they would get almost as big as a Goliath bird eater on leg span. Bodies like that. And talk about talking. When those freakers stridulated, that's rubbing their mouth parts together like this, it was loud. I mean, my tarantula Harriet, she was a Chilean rose. She stridulated like 3 times and I heard it. The first time, ants had come in and they had a circle going around her in the house. I scooped her up, set her someplace safe, and everything in her house went out. The house got sterilized and moved to another spot where I went around everywhere the ants would have to go with spectricide. And Harry didn't go there till the next day, although it was perfectly dry. Fresh sand. I'd sterilized her tunnel and her swimming pool. Water dish, swimming pool. Same for a Chilean rose. I've seen her dive in and suck it dry in one dive. Yeah. Anyway. They were big. These golden garden spiders were big. And in 79 when we moved up here, they had a mosquito abatement driving up and down the streets out here in the park with this big fogger. Now it'd be in the 2 newspapers, and they're coming out in your neighborhood Wednesday night. Close your doors and windows. And that thing would come through. It'd sound like a jet engine turned up, straight up, and sucking poison so to fog down, kill the skeeters, all the lush vegetation around here, trees. Someone gonna answer the phone? I hope someone answered the phone. Anyway, once I had to go out after It turned out the lady's name was Bonnie Barbie. I knew that later when we became acquainted. After Bonnie had come through spraying, I had to go out over to the garage. It was not connected. It was only 50 foot. I thought I was going to die. Literally thought I would die. Anyway, we don't have mosquitoes like we used to. And we still got daddy long legs, thank God, because we do have skeeters and skeeter eaters and midges and gnats. And the daddy longlegs also eat black widows, brown recluses, jumping spiders, these ones that have 2 orange stripes down their carapace. Yeah. You ever seen a daddy longleg wrapping up a black widow? Laying there in bed, bored, buzzed. Cool, man. Oh yeah, eat that. Eat it, eat it. In the morning, no sign of a black widow up there. Sucked dry down on the floor. My daddy longlegs was in that little home of mine while I was a divorced man. They were well trained. Don't drop that crap on me. And I left them alone. They earned their keep by eating mosquitoes, mosquito eaters, moths, other spiders. Yeah. Okay. I watch a lot of YouTube. Other creators make stuff that I like to watch. Some is just plain I like to watch their damn videos. Some I like the person. So what they're doing, I watch and I see how it connects with me. Right? So I've been noticing that some of the other tubers have been having health problems. Watkins, Steve Watkins, he buys rusty old machinery all over the States, fixes it and sells it to people with more money than me. Anyway, he says he just recently had his gallbladder out. Oh, God. Steve, I had mine out in 2008. There's a lot of things you're not going to be able to eat no more. You shouldn't have eaten them all that the way you did in the past, but no more, because that greasy, fatty, oh so delicious food, that's what destroyed your gallbladder, believe it or not. If you say, oh, well, I had this other thing going on, I had to eat clean and all that, rebound. And appendicitis, one thing doctors are feeling for when they poke into the belly, they want to see rebound tenderness. It's one of the things that they can do before they send you for x-ray. You know? Oh, you got great rebound tenderness. Yeah, I think we should x-ray. Right? It ain't in a textbook, but the gallbladder, you keep on abusing it, and suddenly you start living a clean life. No fats of any kind. You know, only salmon and ground turkey. you know, you know, no flavor, bland. So the spicy stuff, that's going to be going away too because, oh. And see, they take away your gallbladder. That's where the organs that make the bile dump it for needed use when you eat greasy stuff. When you eat greasy stuff. Anyway, I call it the rebound effect. You abuse that damn thing, and suddenly you start living a clean life, and it goes nuts, and boom, it dies. It's really nasty. Oh, mine was, oh. Peritonitis is a word that I apply to a complication of what my gallbladder was. Oh, God. Anyway, since then, at random times, whenever the spleen and liver, they want to dump some nasty digestive juices into the GI tract because, well, we made it. It's got to go. Oh, man, you can have it. You can have it come all the way up. And by the time it's up to here, you're bent over because you're hurling. And it's just like dry heaves after the first half a coffee cup's worth of it. Then it's dry. Any other fluids like your sinuses? Oh, he's bent over and let's drain too. Oh, that can get nasty. And my granddaughter was a year old. Well, almost. She was just less than a month short of her first birthday. And I'm laying there in the hospital. Tubes and wires and all that. They bring it, oh, sweetheart, oh, come here, give Grandpa a hug. She's tugging her at the wires and the hoses. No! Don't unplug Grandpa! No! A couple months later, one night, she climbed out of her little bed. There was a playpen. I mean, we'd gone through the growing bassinets, and finally it was get a playpen. We got all them extra quilts. So, and as she got bigger, a quilt would get taken out so that she finally was down to one quilt on the bottom and a blankie because she was rolling over so she climbs out. I should have known she was going to because she's always standing up and throw her little leg on top of it and ha 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 ha. Why is it the most monstrous of the grandchildren is the one you love the most? Anyway, it's the middle of the night. She escaped. She come in the computer room. And before she could be stopped. She pulled some wires at the back of the computer that was sitting right here. Two days! I banged my head against a brick wall trying to figure out why the sound system on that computer wasn't working. And I thought, well, she was back there. She's unplugging stuff. The tag I put on it, I used painter's tape and black magic marker, black Sharpie. One end says, from sound output computer to auxiliary input surround sound. I queued up Beatles, a day in the life. Anyway, Steve, I'm not wishing you any illness, but be prepared for the changes in your life and the rising bile and incomprehensible reasons other than it's there and time for you to get irritated. Yeah. Seems to be between squalls, not stopped raining. There is a difference. Okay. Watkins. Steve Barton. He was off the radar, at least for my radar here on YouTube, for about a year. Seemed like a year. And suddenly, last week, the week before, he come back and he'd been having health issues. He wouldn't say. I hope those health issues have been resolved and he's all better now. Other stuff. Steve Summers. Steve Summers' truck is coming along really good. I've said it before, I'll say it again. He's turning it into a silk purse. If he paints it black, he should get someone who does nice pinstripe lettering and Steve's silk purse on the tailgate. That'd be cool. Oh, Steve's big brother come by in his Chevy truck. Now, personally, I'm a Ford man. So when I say that Steve Summers' big brother's Chevy truck looked really nice, you got to remember, a Ford man is saying that. A really nice truck. I don't know if he was exceptionally lucky to never have his truck ever get old since he bought it brand new, or if he spent a ton of money sourcing OEM parts that are NOS. They showed his Frigidaire air conditioning pump, GM Frigidaire, and serial number, model number, and all that, and not a repop. Genuine. Friday morning, I went to watch Kurt. They're Cutting Edge Engineering down in Australia. So far, this being Saturday evening, I still haven't seen any Cutting Edge Engineering new videos today. bringing up YouTube on the TV right behind you. Well, while I'm waiting for that to come up, while Steve Summers was rebuilding his garage, and other than the fact he had all his machinery and that, and all his machine shop tools, it would have probably been less work for him just to level the damn thing, push the hillside back, and build new. But he rebuilt half of it by weight. He rebuilt half of it. There was a short time, there was 1 week when he didn't post. And Steve, he was like 2 a.m. Saturday morning, California time, he'd be up. He'd either have been up for a couple of minutes or he'll be up in a couple of minutes. And I go watch something for 5 and come back, and there's Steve. He didn't post a video. If anyone is out there watching, tell Steve, watch this right now. Steve, you can take this tongue-in-cheek humor from another creator, or you can take it as a sign of how much people enjoy your videos and care about you, but I'm about freaked. I mean, I pictured you falling off the damn roof into the creek, and don't do that ever again, okay? You make your fellow tubers and your fans freak out. Tongue in cheek. As for Kurt and Cutting Edge, I don't know. Maybe him and his wife, went for a little trip. I'm not exactly sure of the seasons down there, other than the fact that eight days ago, 6 months ago, 5 months ago, 8 days ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Nope. I see nothing from Kurt at Cutting Edge for this week. I hope there's nothing wrong. Kurt, don't do this to us. I'm serious, man. Your fans get almost dependent upon having your video there. In California, it's early Friday morning. So I can watch you while I have breakfast. Breakfast Friday morning don't go down right unless I got Kurt to look at and listen to while I'm nibbling on. So YouTubers out there, don't get sick. Anyway, I've wasted 34 minutes of your time. Good night from California.